Hey guys, this is 11d10 here. This is going to be my first video where I'm actually doing some talking, so I'm learning how to do it, and hopefully this won't be too boring for you. But what we can see right now is here's a storm. This is actually a quick match. I'm playing as Brightwing, and I'm actually using the new Observer UI, Replay UI that Blizzard launched about a week ago. So there's some features on this that I'll go through, kind of a dual kind of purpose video here. You can see the replay of the game that I played as Brightwing, and I'll go over what I was doing or thinking as I was playing, and also go through some of the features of the new Observer UI. So you can see here I've taken bottom lane with Vala. I'm going to go through my skills. If you're not too familiar with Brightwing, you got Arcane Flare, shows a small AoE. You got Polymorph, familiar with World of Warcraft or any other kind of Warcraft games, you know what Polymorph does, turns the target to a sheep. And Pixie Dust, which is a shield, which also does a quick movement speed boost when you place it on your ally. You might notice the graphics are a little toned down. That's to give me a solid FPS. My computer's not the greatest in the world, so I like to make it as smooth as possible. The passive for Brightwing is an auto heal AoE, and you can see that I've chosen the extra range on the AoE heal, which is actually my favorite talent to use. So we can see here the notification text came up bugged. Problem with the current UI. Hopefully they'll fix that soon enough. I've got it set up at the moment to auto-follow my hero. So the camera is going to show you what I was looking at as I was playing. I want to try and keep it on that so I can point out some of the things I was seeing while I was playing. So the UI itself, as you can see, Vala and myself trying to push back the team here. Top bar shows all the players in the game. Got current levels in the middle there. Powers, kills, and timer. Now, this would be useful to have in the actual game live, especially as a healer. See, just managed to get Vala out of trouble there. If we had this in the game live, it would be much easier for me to keep track of my allies' health. As it is, you can't see them. You have to change your camera to look at your allies to see what their health is. Let's see what talent here. I went for Unstable Anomaly. When your polymorph ends, deal 133 damage to the target and all nearby enemies. So we're just trying to take the bottom shrine here. This is Dragon Shrine map. Control both top and bottom shrines together, and you grab the dragon in the middle. Give you a quite powerful minion for I think it's a minute and a half, 90 seconds. You get to control him as Karazin gets owned at the top. So I went to see what his health was. It was too low to be able to save him. My teleport, which is actually my phase shift, is the name of the skill. It's in place of a mount. It takes a couple of seconds to teleport, so I couldn't have saved him. So we have the Butcher at the top here. From what I can see on the minimap, he's fighting Tyrande and Karazim, I think. So it's 2v2 up there. Thinking they're doing fine. See, they're doing okay. I'm gonna go back home because I'm out of mana, and I can use my phase shift to come back instantly to Vala. Now, thing that I don't know if many people know it, but you can actually queue up commands when you phase shift. So while you're in the middle of your teleport, while it's channeling the teleport, you can queue up Polymorph or Pixie Dust on your allies, so that it insta-casts it when you land, which is really, really useful for clutch situations. As you can see, we're pushing bottom here. Again, what I'm seeing as I'm playing this is exactly what you see on the screen. I'm watching the mini-map, but again, there's no health bars on my allies, so really have to have a good map awareness. It's not something that's easy to do. This is actually a quick match. I wasn't sure if it was quick match or Heroes League when I actually picked it to kind of cast this. It turns out it is actually quick match. I'm in the Heroes League at the moment. I'm playing solo only because I don't have a 5-man team. But I'm around rank 25 at the minute, so I've only played about 45 to 50 games, so I think rank 25 is okay. I want to make a good push on that over the next few weeks and try and get into the 15 or higher kind of rank, and I think I can manage that. As you can see here, Murky and like Sylvanas. I don't recognize that skin. I think that's Sylvanas. Haven't really been paying attention yet. Sylvanas. Oh, you can tell by the skill she just used. Murky and Sylvanas getting back to my heart here. Arvala's actually doing quite a good job. And we have their Tyrann coming in out of nowhere. I didn't even spot her. And I see Butcher coming in right here. When I was playing this, I did not see him coming in. Actually scared the bejesus out of me. And Karazim coming in after him. I did not spot this at all. I'm not playing during this particular phase. I was concentrating hard on keeping Vala alive. But they came in at a good time. As you can see, we're pushing quite hard on this bottom keep. I spot Illidan actually farming a camp over here. As you can see, I'm just moving to him now. And that is the Q command. So I queued up the arcane flare. Now, it was actually bad timing on my part. I should have probably waited a little bit. But I wanted to go back and get mana anyway, and I wanted to help him with the camp. So I guess it worked out okay, but the problem is then I have my cooldown of 30 seconds for phase shift, and I can't get back to the action pretty quickly. So it was pretty bad timing on my part. I should have done it a little later. Probably Hearth first, and then phase shift back into the action. So that left the guys at the top a little short. I could have been up there with them. They're doing okay. Here we have Vala. Now I was watching her health because I was going to do this only if she survived past the gate. So if she didn't get past her gate, I wasn't going to teleport because obviously she'd be dead, but there'd be no point trying to get down there to save her. So with my ultimate, I can heal her up pretty quick. Now we didn't manage to maintain the bottom shrine, unfortunately, but we did get Murky. So they actually have the dragon at the moment, and we'll see it in a minute when my camera goes up there. I'm watching the minimap right now, and for some reason where he's standing right now, you can't see any towers. The red icon's kind of covering it, but now that I look at it, there's actually no blue tower icon on the map at that point. So as I was kind of playing, I didn't realize he was destroying these two towers because they're not identified on the map. So that's why it took me so long to walk to them. I would have travelled up there a little bit quicker if I'd seen them. So I think that made me a little bug on the actual map. Now you can't see everything I could actually see because of the UI. Let's see. This is actually the full view now that I was getting when I was playing. So you can tell. Nice team fight going on here. This is the strength of Brightwing. Is the clutch healing. Illidan had kind of dived in a little bit ahead of us. Again, you can see the difficulty from a healer's point of view of trying to tell what's going on. Back into the... There is a notification bar at the top when you're playing to show you who's dead and when they're coming back, along with your levels, which you can see up here with the 12 and 12. It's a smaller bar, but you can't see the health bars, so it's difficult to tell who's doing what. Myself and Vala and Karazim have kind of pushed a little bit into the middle, as we see Butchers pushing back Murky here, and we got this one squared away. So yeah, the strength for Brightwing is his auto AoE heal, and he has quite strong ultimate. I actually picked the Blink heal ultimate. Here we go. And Sylvanas is my nemesis when it comes to being a healer. I absolutely detest her AoE silence. It's killed me and my team many a time as Brightwing. Going into the talents, we can actually see one of the features that I was talking about is actually talent bar. Now it's quite obnoxious when it comes to showing it on the screen because it blocks half of the screen. So while there's not much going on here, you can see who's picked what, and what talents they have, what level they are, what ultimate they have. So Val tries to scoop away through there. Which kind of charges in. Kick some butt. So, yeah, this is the talent bar. It shows you pick what, and in my case, over here. It's a bit hectic right now. So, the other kind of feature they added in this new UI is the individual statistics screen, which is basically a pared down version of tab screen when you're in game. A lot easier to see who's doing what. Again, that mass AoE silence. Really bothersome for me. Quite low HP in general, so it's important to stay at the back, especially since I have the increased range on my healing. Messed up here and cancelled my Hearthstone by accident, but it didn't turn out to be that big of a deal. So yeah, with the new Observer UI, it might not be quite as obnoxious if I wasn't following my character, just for the purposes of casting the game, because you could move the camera around. I'm trying to leave it alone. It can be quite buggy. Sometimes if you switch the character you're viewing, the actual icons at the bottom can be corrupted and disappear, so it's quite buggy at the moment. This is actually quite funny. I didn't expect this to come out of this guy, but it caused him to get killed, which was hilarious. It was. Just type in 2 letters, which was fun. You can see Sylvanas is obviously going to destroy Brightwing one-on-one, so you want to back off a little bit. Yeah, got chat killed, so. But that's fine, it's a quick match. You know, we're having a bit of fun. Bit of trouble here. Illidan's in on his own. There's no way he's getting saved. So, and this is the the dragon. You can see it actually now. Our Karazim, I think, is controlling him. He does heavy damage to buildings. He has a. There's the strength of Brightwing's phase shift. He can teleport instantly. He has a heavy siege damage to buildings, and he has a AoE burn skill, and he also has a launch or a kick. You strike an enemy and it launches him off the screen. So it's getting out of your face. Some polymorphs going on. And the shield's going off with Vala. All my cooldowns done. Which is obviously what you want as a healer. Can't actually see some of the effects on the screen. The shield is particularly difficult to see to have cast it on because of the lower graphics, but just cast it on Butcher there. Right now I'm looking for someone to heal, and there's nobody to heal, so I'll just do some DPS. I see Murky kind of pushing the middle lane, but it's really not relevant at this point. We have creeps at the top. Well, we see on the minimap. We're not concerned, we're pushing this hard, so we're gonna keep going. And we're one level ahead of our enemies at the moment, which is pretty standard. Pushing like this. DPS. I would like Brightwing to have a bit more, a bit better mana regeneration, but I think he's pretty strong as a healer overall. When I started, I kind of went with Lily, and this was in alpha and beta. I've been playing since then. I kind of went with Lily for almost every game. I just really liked her, the ease of her use. I'm a former League of Legends player, and I really like the support characters. Played Soraka for a long time in League of Legends, almost exclusively played Soraka. Moved on to Taric, and then Sona. So I kind of cycled between those three. It's kind of Vala and Karazim get nailed. You can kind of see the similarities between Sona and Brightwing. He has, and Lily actually. Sona has like an auto-targeted heal, so it'll heal the most damaged or the lowest HP character when at a certain distance. Lily has the exact same functionality. Can't remember if Illidan and I escaped this. Do just about. Managed to teleport to Butcher out of that stun from. So here, I phase shifted into the Butcher, shielded him, and I got an auto heal off on him twice. And I think I got an ultimate heal on him as well. But at the end of the day, they had too much DPS. Almost saved them both. That was actually pretty clutch, and I was disappointed that they both died. But I think Butcher did quite well at the time. So as I was saying, yeah, Sona's kind of same as Lily, where she has an auto-targeted heal. And damage debuff. Soraka has kind of heavy self-heal and a silence. And Taric has kind of passive armor. So with Brightwing with the passive healing and kind of CC. Lily with the auto heal. I also play, who is it I play here? I play Uther on Heroes of the Storm as well. I like Uther quite a lot. So he's kind of like Taric. He's got a close stun and AoE kind of AoE Holy Light or Holy Wave I think it's called. I'm not sure what it's called exactly. So I really like my support characters. I am not super confident with assassins or tanks. Never was in League of Legends. Not that way at all in this game. Diablo I like playing. He's okay, it's pretty easy to use. But I've not even tried a lot of things. There we go, we see that notification text bugged. Not showing you who actually died. But yeah, I think Heroes of the Storm's got potential to grow quite a lot, even though it's still fairly young. Hasn't really taken off too much yet, I don't think, but it's got the potential. It's a lot more fun than League of Legends, at least at the moment. It's played League for 5-6 years, so maybe it was just too much. So we're pushing the bottom shrine right now, and our team didn't actually send anyone to the middle, but we should be able to clear this up. To the left here we have Illidan and Karazim kind of going after their Illidan, and looks like they took care of it. It's difficult to keep up with the fighting a lot of the time, especially when your team splits. Again, you can see I'm teleporting up to Vala here to give her help, as I knew Karazim was incoming. But it's difficult to keep up with fights when they split up. It's much better when your team is in a tight group as Brightwing, which makes the choice of hero important for the map that you're playing. There's quite a lot of objective-based fights in this map because of the Dragon Shrines, so it's good to have the AoE heal with the increased range. Earlier, the other talents I picked, you can see there. But it's important to have that flexibility in this map. Not so much on others. So Illidan charges in. And again, Brightwing, his auto heal doesn't cost any mana. So Even when you're totally out of mana, you can still heal your entire team. And you can see it ticking there for 228 on Illidan. So, 228 every 4 seconds, which is really powerful. I also have the cooldown, so just by 1 second for every basic skill I use. So he's quite strong of a healer as we push on the top lane. It's looking pretty good for us at the moment. Haven't done many camps. I tend not to be able to do camps as Brightwing going down. Well, we've been pushing quite a lot in general, so it's pretty good time. I don't really know much about Kharazim. I really gotta research Kharazim. This is poor hero. I purchased him on the Black Friday kind of 50% discount sale that's been on for the past 3 weeks or so, 4 weeks. So I bought a whole bunch of heroes and really haven't had time to play them as we push into the final 4 here. We ended up with about 24, 25 kills to 17 or so. For the next one. But that's it, guys. The game's about to wrap up. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna do some more of these videos, kind of try and get into the whole spirit of doing the commentary. I'm not quite sure if I'll do more kind of live commentary or, you know, after the fact replay commentary. I think live commentary might be a bit more challenging, so I'll try that, and it'll also give you more of an insight of how I play, and maybe do 1 or 2 for each different character. But I'm excited to really get into this thing, this YouTube thing. It is just a part-time hobby. I do work a full-time job, so you know, I'll try and put up some more videos with commentary. I have a bunch of other stuff on the channel, which is basically just gameplay, because I'm not really I don't really have the skill level at this moment to do a whole bunch of video editing, or the time, or the software, really. I don't have the hardware either, so it's really just a casual thing for me. But I'd like to do it well to the limitations that I have. So, yeah, I'll sign off for the moment, and thank you for watching if you got this far. And feel free to subscribe and like the video, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Thanks.